Hi, this is Mr. Urrego. Today we're gonna find an equation in slope-intercept form that passes through the point 3, 1 and is parallel to the line 5x plus y equals 1. So first of all, they're asking me to write an equation in slope-intercept form. So slope-intercept form is y equals mx plus b. Alright, if I need to find an equation in slope-intercept form, there's two things that I need. I need to find my slope. I need to find my y-intercept. So m stands for slope and b stands for y-intercept. We need to have that clear. Okay? So those two things I need to find. So what I have to do is I gotta go back to my problem and see what information is given. So let's go back to the problem. Find an equation in slope-intercept form that passes through 3, 1. So a point is given and is parallel to the line 5x plus y equals 1. If we notice, neither the slope or the y-intercept is given. So I need to do one step at a time. The first step that I had to do is I need to find my slope. That's the first thing. So the only information is given is they're telling me that my point goes through 3, 1 and that is parallel to my line 5x plus y equals 1. So here's the trick, or here's the tip that we need to find out. Is they're saying my line is parallel to this line. So what happens when two lines are parallel? That's what the whole idea is. When two lines are parallel lines, what happens is the slope of my first line is equal to the slope of the second line. So they're saying my line is parallel to this line. Therefore, I have to find the slope of this line, and that will be slope number 1. Alright, and then because I know that the parallel lines have the same slope, therefore my slope number 2, which is my line, will be the same as that. So let's go one step at a time. First step, find the slope of this line. So I'm going to have 5x plus y equals 1. How do I find the slope of that line? I have to leave the y by itself. I need to isolate the y on one side. So everything's on the other side, and from there, whatever is with the x is going to be your slope. So let's leave the y by itself. To leave the y by itself, I got to cancel that 5x. So 5x is positive, so I subtract minus 5x minus 5x. Whatever I do on one side of the equation, I do on the other side. 5's cancel, and I'll have y equals. In the other side, I have 1 and I have minus 5x. Because I want to write it in slope-intercept form, then I want to bring the 5x first. And I know that's negative. And then the 1 is positive and I write a 1. From here, what do I have? I have that any number that is with your x is going to be your slope. And any number after that, that's going to be your b, which is your y-intercept. Okay? So, but right now what I'm interested in having my slope. That's what I want. Alright? So in this case, and I go back over here, I said that will be my slope number 1. Because the two lines are parallel, then my slope number 2 is going to be equal to slope number 1, which is negative 5. So now I have my slope. Finally, I have some information for my problem. So I have my slope. So here we go. Check mark over here. What am I missing? I'm missing the y-intercept. So I need to find the y-intercept. How do I find the y-intercept? To find the y-intercept, I need to have my slope and I need to have a point. Are they giving me a point? Yes, they are. So let me bring that point over here. And let's say that I have 3, 1 and I have my slope, which is negative 5, and I have a point, which is 3, 1. Okay? So I have slope and 1 point. My process to find the y-intercept is I'm going to write my equation, y equals mx plus b. And I'm going to replace that information that I have already. I'm going to replace the m, and here, this order pair, the first value is x, the second value is y. And that's what I want to do. I want to replace my y by 1. The slope is Negative 5, I need to understand that I'm multiplying. So my slope is negative 5 times x, which is 3 plus b. So from there, I need to solve for b. So I'm going to have 1 equals negative 5 times 3, negative 15 plus b. All right, let's finish this. I need to leave the b by itself, so I add 15 on both sides. And that's going to give me 16. The 15 cancels. And now I have the b, which is your y-intercept, is equal to 16. So let me go back and check mark over here. So I have my slope. I have my y-intercept. Now I'm ready to plug it back in my original equation. So let's get the green one back again. It says, all right, so my final answer is equal to y is equal to mx plus b. M is negative 5. Negative 5x plus b. And my b is equal to 16. And that's your final answer. So this is the process to write an equation in slope-intercept form. In our case, we started with 1 point, and when they give me the information that my line was parallel to another line, because they're saying it's parallel to another line, then from there I gotta get my slope. Because the two lines are parallel, then the slopes are the same, and that's how I find my slope. To find the y-intercept, this is our process. To find the y-intercept, always I bring my slope and I bring my point, my order pair, x and y, plug it back in, and find your y-intercept. And your last step will only be replace slope and replace the y-intercept in the original function. Okay? Thank you.